Good morning, and welcome to today's Senior School Pro Diligentia Awards ceremony. A big welcome also to those who are watching at home from our live stream. Students, could you please place any personal belongings beneath your seats and stand for the arrival of the official party and singing of the school song.
Good morning and have a seat, please. Good morning, colleagues, parents, family members who are watching via the live stream, and to the students in the room. This is our first assembly, and I warmly welcome everyone back to Term 4. This term, much to the enjoyment of the students, is only 8 weeks in length. And whilst I know the students will now be thinking of holidays and Christmas festivities, or, for the Year 12, what lies beyond the gates of Townsville Grammar, I'm here to point out that the road to the end of November is a long and windy one, with many challenges that are certainly worthy of being prepared for. We've all faced challenges this year, and you do not need me to point that out. But what we have gained from this experience is what I pose to you today. What have we learned, and how will it help us in the future? This term will have tests and assignments that will not suddenly creep up on you. They are planned, and thanks to Dr. Moores, she places all these tasks into manageable assessment planners that you can follow. They will be sent home later today. Staff are there to guide and support, point out and teach you what is important course content. Your peers will share the journey, and they can assist you also on the road to the end of November. Therefore, today, I highlight 3 people for whom we can learn a great deal when we feel overwhelmed or that we think they don't want to do something. They demonstrate that everything is possible and nothing comes easily or feels worth it without effort. I've never met these people, but they remind me of the following characteristics for which we are celebrating today and trying to ensure are evident this term. Persistence through difficulty, placing effort into all that we do, ability to cope with failure, and how we best support one another. Today's award recipients have as much to gain from these people as those wishing to attain an award. Person number 1. In his own words, I have very modest abilities. Academically, I was very modest. Mediocre, perhaps. And I think perhaps physically I did not have a great athletic sense, but I was big and strong. I think maybe the only thing in which I was less than modest was in motivation. I really wanted very strongly to do many of these things, and once I started, I didn't give up all that easily. Born in 1919, on the 29th of May 1953, aged 34, Sir Edmund Hillary and Sherpa mountaineer Tenzing Norgay became the first climbers confirmed to have reached the summit of Mount Everest. Hillary became interested in mountaineering whilst in secondary school. That is why I pointed out today. He made his first major climb when he was 20, not while he was in secondary school, reaching the summit of Mount Olivier. He served in the Royal New Zealand Air Force as a navigator during World War II and was wounded in an accident. Prior to the Everest expedition, Hillary had been part of the British reconnaissance expedition to Mount Everest in 1951, as well as an unsuccessful attempt to climb Cho Oyu in 1952. After climbing Everest in 1953, and as part of the Commonwealth Transantarctic Expedition, he reached the South Pole overland in 1958. He subsequently reached the North Pole, making him the first person to reach both poles and summit Mount Everest. Sir Edmund Hillary knew his strengths and his weaknesses. He needed assistance to reach his goals. And once he did, he wanted more challenges. You see, he experienced failure, but by finding success, he wanted more success. Congratulations to the recipients of awards today. I do hope it motivates you to do better and achieve more, not to be complacent. Person 2. Born in 1880, when she reached 19 months of age, Helen Keller contracted an unknown illness described by doctors as an acute congestion of the stomach and the brain, which might have been scarlet fever or meningitis. The illness left her both deaf and blind. She lived, as she recalled in her autobiography, at sea in a dense fog. As a child, Keller was able to communicate somewhat with Martha Washington, the 2-year-older daughter of the family cook, who understood her signs. By the age of 7, Helen Keller had more than 60 home signs to communicate with her family and could distinguish people by the vibration of their footsteps. Helen Keller was viewed as isolated, but was very in touch with the outside world. She was able to enjoy music by feeling the beat, and she was able to have a strong connection with animals through touch. She was delayed at picking up language, but that did not stop her from having a voice. Determined to communicate with others as conventionally as possible, Helen Keller learned to speak and spent much of her life giving speeches and lectures on all aspects of her life. She learned to hear people's speech through the Tadoma method, which means using her fingers to feel the lips and throat of the speaker. Her sense of touch was heightened. She became proficient at using Braille and reading sign language with her hands. She was an American author, political activist, and lecturer. She was the first deafblind person to earn a Bachelor of Arts at university. Keller wrote a total of 12 published books and several articles. Helen Keller highlights adversity. We will all face it, and certainly Helen is an example of extreme adversity, yet she knew her strengths and her passions. She had support, and her persistence paid off. There are others who are worse off, who will struggle, but we are accountable for our own actions, and Helen made the best of what she was given. Are you making the best of what you've been given in life? Person 3. Many years ago, I was shown a video of this young man. I was left breathless and with tears in my eyes when I watched his story, subsequently reading his books. I understood his challenges. You see, his name is Nick Vujicic, and he was born in 1982. He's an evangelist and a motivational speaker born with tetra amelia syndrome, a rare disorder called phocomelia, characterised by the absence of arms and legs. Yes, you heard me correctly. No arms or legs. And yet for many in this room, you probably recognise this man or have seen his footage compared with my last two persons. Nick gradually figured out how to live a life of accomplishment, adapting many of the daily skills limbed people accomplish without even thinking. Nick writes with 2 toes on his left foot and a special grip that slides onto his big toe. He knows how to use a computer and can type up to 45 words per minute using the heel and toe method. He's also learnt to throw a tennis ball, play drum pedals, get a glass of water, comb his hair, brush his teeth, answer the phone, shave, in addition to participating in golf, swimming, and even skydiving. During secondary school, and the reason I mention it, he was elected captain of MacGregor State in Queensland and worked with the Student Council on fundraising events for local charities and disability campaigns. He is a husband to a beautiful wife and has a father to 4 children. Nick's passion is to inspire and equip the world to know that we all can rise above adversity and overcome every disability of the heart or mind. When I think my writing is too poor, my typing is too slow, my sporting ability too weak, my reading ability too limited, I'm reminded how blessed I am in comparison with many others. The reason I mention Nicholas is not for that point. It is his unwavering positive attitude. He is positive. Yeah, that's right. His outlook on life is one of great happiness. You can see the 2 smiles in the pictures. He does not dwell on the issues he faces, but celebrates what he has and what blessings he has received. For all of us, we can certainly take on board a sense we're here today to celebrate success, but also encourage those who may not have yet found success. The world of science is replete with such examples of persistence. Whether it was Edison, who tried 1,000 different materials till he found the right filament for a light bulb, NASA themselves, who took 20 tries to launch their very first rocket. The secret to success in science is perseverance and a spirit to keep learning. A 2016 panel of Nobel laureates and venerated scientists at the Intel International Science and Engineering Fair said that their one unanimous message to students, you, perseverance pays. Experiments don't always go the way you want, said Alyssa Hallam, panel member and winner of the MacArthur Fellowship. You need the persistence to keep adapting to changing circumstances. And so, students, we keep having challenges. Will you have the persistence to keep changing and learning, to be ready for the challenge that will mount? I leave you with these 2 quotes. And trust me, there is not a day that I, personally, don't get tested or feel like the tasks are too big. Life has many ways of testing a person's will, either by having nothing happen at all or by having everything happen all at once. The secret of getting ahead is getting started. The secret to getting started is breaking your overwhelming tasks into small, manageable tasks and then starting on the first one. May we all this week be positive, persistent and supportive. I'll now hand over to Dr. Moores to announce the Pro Diligentia recipients. Congratulations to those receiving an award.
Good afternoon, colleagues, parents and family watching live, Pro Diligentia Award winners and students. I'm delighted to see so many of you receiving awards today. It demonstrates an excellent commitment to their studies throughout Term 2, when it has been a particularly difficult year of study for all students. They have all maintained their positive and diligent attitude, completed all tasks to the best of their ability and demonstrated a high level of capacity to stay organised. Well done. I congratulate you all for your outstanding efforts. I'll be announcing the award winners in each level, and I ask that you hold your applause until all students are assembled in front of the stage. Year 10 Pro Diligentia award winners: Joel N. Sing Sang, Chloe Bouchant, Luke Carroll, Adita Chavan, Luca Fon, Jack Hunter, Nandan Kumar, Harry Levers, Billy Levitt, Brandon Lindsay, Georgia Maidment, Krishnan Menon, Caitlin Murray, Michael Pretorius, Elkie Robertson, Ashmith Sivayoganathan, Catherine Square, Ishan Srivastava, Anastasia Theodosio, Tom Torrey, Babette Vercoul. Please congratulate our Year 10 Pro Diligentia award winners. Year 10 Prosumer Diligentia Awards: Ella Alicio, Harris Beanie, Charlotte Blakiston, Alice Blythe, Olivia Bowater, Helen Brandy, Kiara Clements, Acacia Cooper, Gabriel Diedrich, Hayley Fitler, Hasindi Gamage, Philippa Jinku, Claire Zhang, Estelle Kent, Daniel Kim, Holly Laffey, Nathan Lai, Darcy Locke, Jonathan Lai, Madeline Matthews, Gayatri Menon, Thomas Middleton, Mackenzie Moller, Minha O, Halima Alanian, Jude Palmer, Shakira Parkinson, Tejal Pillay, Dylan Rao, Bella Kate Rennie, Lily Rowe, Nicholas Rose, Ananya Savannah, Thomas Taylor, Wota Tanisse, Lauren Toe, Ivan Wong, Suan Yu. Please congratulate our Year 10 Prosumer Award winners. Year 11 Pro Diligentia Awards. Stanley Alcock, Remy Arnold, Talia Baker, Ella Banks, Cameron Belden, Amy Bragg, Lucy Callan, Casey Chappell, Olivia Conyers, Chloe Crocker, Alden English, Ethan Harris, Ashani Hazratswala, David Jung, Alan Lynn, Ali Manuzzo, Kai Negri, Elise Pickering, Zoe Rose, Megan Sullivan-Bidey, Regan Short, Isabel Spanswick, Sophie Trainer, James Turner, Neshi Wirasaria. Please congratulate our Year 11 Pro Diligentia Award winners. Year 11 Prosumer Diligentia Award winners. Arav Ahuja, Caitlin Ainsworth, Vatsal Anand, Millie Andrews, Samuel Brooks, Dominic Castaneda, Phyllis Chen, Mishti Dua, Phoebe Evans, Matthew Ferguson, Thomas Gray, Christian Hensman, Sarah Jacob, Priscilla Jang, Kai Johnson, Kira Kavanagh, Amelia Kelly, Jemima Krasansky, Ava Largo, Xanthi Lamari, Nayana Lankafilika, Sasha Lee Rowell, Lily Levers, Daniel Lee, Savannah Lee, Tammy Lee, Kira Littlejohn, Oliver Livingstone, Ivan Mann, Charlotte Mead, Bridie Moller, Sneha Runabat, Lily Reeves, Emily Richardson Schultz, Aparna Sankar, Hayley Scott, Amy Smith, Lachlan Taylor, Brianna Williams, Laken Wilton, Hungun Yun. Please congratulate our Year 11 Prosumer Diligentia Award winners. Our Year 12 Pro Diligentia Award winners: Harrison Baxter, Ivana Bayak, Kevin Chang, Adiba Chowdhury, Jake Cattell, Taylor Cattell, Ethan Doran, Lauren Fisher, Eliza Keats, Lydia Laulau, Xavier Macefield, Summer McNamee, Joshua Murray, Kai Nguyen Tree, Joe Vercoul, Sarah Waddell, please congratulate our Year 12 Pro Diligentia Award winners. Year 12 Prosumer Diligentia Award winners: Elka Abraham, Jade Abrahams, Hannah Anea, Erin Bell, Macy Bennett, Alyssa Binder, Victoria Bonihai, Lachlan Carey, Emma Carr, Lucinda Carter, Gordon Chan, Amy Cummins, Eloise Dale, Katrina Diprose, Isabella Dowling, Imogen Fern, Adam Fittler, Matishi Gamatij, Georgia Gorry, Sarah Holgren, Dia Iyer, Elizabeth Keneally, Sophie Kent, Ruby Kenway, Emily Lafferty, Kiara Larkin, Phoebe Lavender, Lexi Lukacs, Daniela Maskell, Maya Miller, Michael Matanios, Katarina Plum, Felix Pountney, Emily Price, Joshua Rassalam, Ashley Richardson, Miela Sartori, Chelsea Smith, Anna Umetskaya, Ria Urkaday, Lachlan Val, Amy Welch, Lachlan Williams, Amber Yuen, Elsa Zaman, Sophie Barlow. Please congratulate our Year 12 Prosumer Diligentia Award winners.
Good afternoon, Mr. Barrett, colleagues, senior school students and members of the grammar community who are participating in this Pro Diligentia assembly via live streaming. Bela Bartók was a Hungarian composer of the 20th century, and much of his compositional output concerned itself with looking at folk music of Middle Europe and Eastern Europe. A particular range of his works is the Romanian folk dance setting. And this morning, I'm delighted that we have an arrangement for violin and piano presented by Year 11 student and Pro Diligentia recipient, Daniel Lee. There are 3 dances which Daniel will perform this morning, so please don't applaud between each dance. Wait till the end of the third, then if you wish, you may applaud. To perform 3 Romanian folk dances by Bela Bartók, would you please welcome Daniel Lee.
Can we put our hands together again for Daniel for an amazing performance? Good morning to the official party, teachers, our grammar community that may be watching live, and my fellow students. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Katrina Diprose. When I was first asked to be the student speaker, I can tell you that I was definitely hesitant and had no idea what to talk about. But after the wise words that were shared by Mr. Kelly at our boarding leadership dinner the other night, this is probably one of the last opportunities that I'll have to do something like this, so why not seize it? So today, I want to talk to you about a few things quickly. I want to talk about the traits that make up the criteria for the Pro Diligentia Award rather than the award itself. To me, it's someone's dedication and love of learning that see them walk across this stage. It's their creative minds and continuous drive to do their personal best that sees them being rewarded. While this award and these traits may not seem that important to some of you, I can tell you now that these traits, like work ethic, behaviour and determination, that form this award will likely follow you throughout your life. Being in Year 12 and being so close to finishing has given me new insight, particularly as I've started planning and organising information for the following years. I can tell you right now that over the past few months, while scrolling through job websites, scholarship application websites, and various other pages, I've noticed one thing in particular, that your marks and your academic standing aren't the only thing that employees and universities look for. Don't get me wrong, your marks are still important, but within our fast-paced and continually evolving world, prerequisites and things that people desire are becoming more diverse. Every time I read through a new job advert or a scholarship description, I see the same 3 words or phrases repeatedly: hardworking, creative and innovative, and someone that's willing to learn and develop. These 3 things seem to be something that resonate with our key character strengths: persistence, creativity, and love of learning. Clearly things that the everyday person or employee is looking for. Take Google, for example, that released a statement last year saying grade point averages alone were a poor indicator of career success. Good marks still matter, but more important is the learning agility and emotional intelligence traits of someone. Words of a multinational company that has more than 100,000 employees. So I guess it's these small things that I've tried to instill in my own studies and application to schooling, whether it be through always setting aside time to study, completing homework, staying focused despite the flurry of boarding life, or always taking notes in class. I've also learnt that no one's approach will ever be the exact same as mine or anyone else's. In fact, this year, rather than watching individuals spend time and hours upon hours studying, I've watched our grade and Year 12 cohort come together as one and help each other through this difficult time. I've watched too many classroom discussions to count, heard about or participated in numerous study sessions to complete homework or deconstruct content, and ultimately watched our grades support one another. So congratulations to my fellow Year 12s on putting in the hard yards and coming out on top, for overcoming the challenges you've faced, never losing determination or hope, and for supporting one another. And congratulations to all the Year 10s and 11s who have started the long haul. It will be over within the blink of an eye. To everyone who has received an award today, again, a big congratulations to you on your hard work and effort. And to all of those who didn't, it's okay, because you have a chance, you have another chance to put in the effort, to just give you a little bit more, and honestly, it'll make your future a lot easier. So congratulations and thank you.
Thank you, Katrina, for sharing your thoughts on the importance of hard work and dedication. That concludes the Senior School Pro Diligentia Awards ceremony for today. For our viewers watching live, thank you for tuning in. Could the school please stand for the departure of the official party?